Okay, we got some questions before this program.
We do. Time to bring it on.
Go ahead.
This is Katie, who says, what will hinder my prayers from being answered?
Well, unconfessed sin will do it. The worst is, when you stand praying, if you have aught against any, forgive, that your prayers be not hindered. Now, I think the idea is that if you cannot forgive, then you will not be in a state of being born again. If you're not in a state of being born again, then you don't have access to all the miracles of God. So, unconfessed sin, hatred against somebody else, unwillingness to forgive somebody else, that'll close heaven for you. All right.
This is a viewer who says, Dear Pat, my father, who lives with me, has Alzheimer's and is convinced my boyfriend wants to get rid of him. He's never been anything but kind to my father, but my father's just fixated on that belief. Is it wrong for me to keep it to myself when my boyfriend brings him gifts, such as his favorite food or a Christmas present? I don't want to tell my boyfriend what my father thinks of him because he'd feel uncomfortable coming here. And I don't want to tell my father about the gifts because he would be even more convinced. I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, you've got to tell your boyfriend that your father has Alzheimer's and he is just not with it mentally. I mean, the guy's got Alzheimer's. He didn't know who he is or who the boyfriend is or anything else. So he's suffering delusion. I don't know how extreme it is, but it's serious. So you have taken him into your home, and that itself is a tremendous burden. The time may come that you want to have some professional caregiver take care of your father, and sometimes after a point they're better off being institutionalized, because right now we don't know the reverse of Alzheimer's. That's a thing that we need to have medical attention to as much as anything that's there, because this thing is getting worse and worse, and as the population ages, Alzheimer's is a looming horror for people. They go into this blackness, and so what do? Well, you've got to, your father's not going to listen to him, so tell your boyfriend's got to be smarter than that. Tell him, look, your dad is, we love him, but he ain't with it anymore. Let it be laid on the table. All right, what else?
This is Vida, who says, why does God let bad things happen to good people since God is in control of all things?
Well, he is in control of all things, but he's given us free will, and that's the way it is. And so he has allowed evil in this world, and that's why we have freedom. But he could reach in and everybody that speaks ill, his tongue could rot out, but God doesn't do it that way. He gives us freedom. So you say, why does he do it? Well, bad people do bad things because there is evil and sin in the world. One day there's going to be a new heaven, a new earth, but it isn't here yet.